Once, it must have been the year 1989, a guy named Collier lived here, but he wasn't doing well. Day in and day out, always the same chores.
Always remember, guys, if you have something that means something to you, never let it go. That applies to you too, Isolde. So, anyone still thirsty? And you, Richard? Just as withered as I am. Us too. Always waiting our turn. Never making a fuss. Work in the morning, home in the evening. To hell with it. We're better than that. No, my disappearing housemate still hasn't reported back. His letter must be still in the mail. Sorry. The idea's just too funny for me. I believe in integrity and loyalty. I don't shirk my responsibilities, unlike some people. What the? I think I'm seeing ghosts. Eric, you little snitch. Did you see anything?
No, nothing here. Nothing at the window either.
Thank you, Eric. It wasn't a ghost after all. Something really did flutter in. A paper plane with writing on it. What is this? Airmail from the West? Hey, you there. Your orchid's head is hanging very low. So's yours. Do you maybe need some water? Or someone to talk to? Ah, there's a telephone number. And there's more. Greetings from the other side? They're asking if I need someone to talk to, Eric. Someone actually went through the trouble of throwing a paper aeroplane over the wall. Over the wall! Then it lands in the hands of the biggest loser east of the West.
Don't be so hard on yourself, comrade. At least you're reliable at consistently failing.
Oh, thank you. Very empathetic, Eric. There's a phone number here. Do you know what that means?
Based on the area code, this number is from the other side. In other words, a fascist number. Calling it would be an incredibly stupid idea.
Thanks for the assessment, Eric. Oh, I never knew there were so many ways to fold a piece of paper. I'm choosing this model. Looks like it's the easiest. Ah, what should I even write? Alright, let's see. Hello, mysterious stranger. Thank you for your letter. I'm afraid water alone won't be enough. At least, not for me. The orchid is not actually an orchid, it is in fact a toad lily. My old housemate left it behind along with me. No, I better leave out that part. Okay. Somehow, I now feel like I'm being watched. Who are you anyway? Best wishes, Collier. Now make a fold here. Another one here. One side's turned out a bit wonky. I hope it doesn't affect the aerodynamics. Now, just to aim it correctly. There it goes. actually did it!
Dad, you've told this story already.
Oh, really? Let me think. There's more where that came from.
The telephone. That must be Esther.
Joseph?
Esther?
I'm on my way now. Once I arrive, come down to the street when I sound my horn.
Must we? Really? I am old, Esther. And I do not feel like making such a long journey.
I know, Joseph, but we have no other choice. Take your time. I will be waiting. Have you packed yet?
I really don't know what I should pack, Esther.
Do not worry, Joseph. We made a list together, remember? It should be next to the telephone.
Yes, I have it here. Thank you, Esther. What would I do without you?
Pack your things. Until then, Joseph.
Warm jacket, passport, lucky shoes, grandfather's pocket watch, razor, journal, and maybe my treasured camera. Where should I even begin? This little book holds the telephone numbers of my friends and acquaintances. So many of them have already left.
Ruhe! Ruhe da oben! Bringt man euch Dreckspack ein anständiges Laufen bei!
She cannot hear me. I've barely moved. Miss Hermann, she doesn't say hello anymore, but she's not above that sort of thing. A tidy desk is a desk that isn't being worked at. The Road Back by Erich Maria Remarque. Soldiers tried to return home after the Great War. Luckily, I was already so old back then that I was spared any of that. The book was... The telephone? Who could it be? Hello? To whom am I speaking? Is anybody there? They just hung up. This has been happening for a few weeks now. My parents on their wedding day. I am glad that they don't have to experience any of what's going on here. A landscape by a painter who was always sitting on the bridge. What became of him? I haven't seen him for a while. A young writer sent me this screenplay. I liked him, but the script was, well, never mind. It is terrible, but his passion for writing impressed me. cannot do anything with this right now. I cannot do anything with this right now. The Trial by Franz Kafka. I once met Kafka at Askanischer Hofhotel, and I wanted him to sign my book. Well, it didn't seem like a good time. Sometimes it's better not to meet your idols. I was able to save the projector from the fire. I'd always hoped to repair it someday, that I could maybe make a fresh start. But some things just cannot be fixed, I guess. Married Life by David Vogel. A writer falls for a femme fatale. The whole story takes place in Vienna, Austria. Very nice, but not essential. Oh, look. I shouldn't forget this lovely item. There's even some film still left inside. Maybe I can take a picture with it. One last shot. What will I photograph? Wonderful. I'll develop the image once I've set up my laboratory somewhere. My lucky shoes. Old shoes are always the most comfortable to wear, though they could do with some new soles. I could never leave my camera behind. I'm taking my lucky shoes with me. I'm going to need some luck. The keys to the cinema are inside. I don't know why, but I don't want to leave them behind. This could be useful. But without the camera? The keys to the cinema are inside. I don't know why, but I don't want to leave them behind, even if there's just a few items left. Kryptonia by Vladimir Obruchev. I love Russian adventure novels. Hopefully, I'll also find some in France. Lieschen and Esther, I kept telling them they didn't have to get me anything. I kept telling them they didn't have to get me anything. My dear mother. The oven has been out of commission ever since I have used it to store my highly flammable treasures. A little glass of wine here after the last screening. Something I held sacred. The end of a good day. This table was already in the apartment when I moved in. It will also remain here after I leave. I've always thought about all those who have sat here before me, and those who might sit here after me. My father as a young man. My first cinema ticket. It was Der Raubmord am Spandauer Schifffahrtskanal in 1896. The Edison Theater on Friedrichstraße. I knew straight away that that was the life for me. My second home before the fire. Just a few items left. There's something funny about that clock. Workers leaving the Lumière factory in Lyon. This is the first movie by the Lumières, so I should keep it safe. Though honestly, this movie reel didn't sweep me off my feet. The Great Train Robbery by Edwin S. Porter. I love imported movies from America. 11 minutes of pure excitement. A trip to the moon. Thanks to Méliès, we could set foot on the moon for the very first time. What a sensational movie reel. Die große Wette. This fantastic movie plays out in the distant future, the year 2000. It features the great Harry Peel as the Electric Man. What will the world look like in the year 2000? Am Abend. Oh, this movie is a little more risky, I must admit. I could pack all the movie reels in boxes, but Esther has no space for them. We agreed on one suitcase per person. I hope the movies end up in good hands. This was shortly after its opening. Esther, Lieschen, and the boys from the block, everybody pitched in. Metropolis. A vision of the future is something only movies can provide. I cannot do anything with this right now. I no longer have any idea what these keys unlock. But you don't throw keys away, so I've collected them here. The key fits. My old journal. I stopped writing in it after this entry. The most painful day of my life.
Dad? Dad?
Just a minute, sweetie.
I'm going downstairs. Okay?
Okay, I'll be right there. Only this one floorboard now. What have we got here? Lots of little glass pieces. That's strange. This should be redone. It's pretty rotten. I wouldn't even touch it with pliers. Some things are like a silent witness to the past. I'm done for today. Everything I find here kind of tells a story. I discovered this little paper plane behind some wallpaper. I'll just leave everything as it is until tomorrow. Time to call it a day.